Hey everyone, this is Dan, and I'm in Harper Woods, Michigan at Johnson Park because yeah, we call this Veterans Memorial because that's where it is. But here's the thing: we were here filming this 2001 Siren with my friend James and Danielle over there. We were supposed to have a third Siren enthusiast show up, but oh well, he snooze, he lose. But we got to hear this 2001. It was pretty punchy. It went off a little earlier than we expected, but at least
we got a nice reeling ambience.
Oh yeah, the ambience I think was killer too. Yeah, 17 years ago, I was here filming a Thunderbolt siren that was. Where did you? Oh, you messed up my.
It's right here.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Where my foot is.
Yeah, I can't see through the viewfinder sometimes, but this crater right here, which James is playing in right now, this is where the Thunderbolt used to be right at, or should I say, yeah, that's where the pole was at for the Thunderbolt siren. That was right here.
There's the wires hanging over there too.
Yeah, so if you take a look at the wires right there that's hanging off that transformer, that was connected to the Thunderbolt. That was right here, right where my foot is. And I also had my secondary camera right here that James is holding on right now, but that's okay. But yeah, there's the 2001. And did you have a good time, Danielle?
I had a very good time.
Very well.
Yeah. I'm not sure what else I need to describe here, but
Yeah, the test was a great success. I enjoyed the ambience too, but it kind of reminded me of some of the sirens like in East Point and even in Canton. Seemed like it went off earlier than expected.
yeah, because the funny thing is, when I was here 17 years ago, it was sort of the opposite.
Late? They go off like.
Yeah, because the thing is, what I do remember 17 years ago was that, for starters, I was actually in the basketball court over there filming, but back then it wasn't a basketball court; it was actually a parking lot.
It was.
Yeah, I remember that time it was.
Actually changed into a basketball court just recently.
Yeah, and all this fencing right here didn't even exist 17 years ago, so. Lots of stuff has changed here, but at least we could still get here to the siren, although the siren pole is on the other side of the fence, but it don't matter. We kind of wanted to be in a better angle position. And yeah, it's just because today was kind of almost the opposite, because I remember 17 years ago when I was filming the Thunderbolt, it went off late, including the rest of Harper Woods, but Grosse Point Woods and East Point and anywhere else around us was sounding off their sirens, and I just kept on filming because I eventually figured maybe they're just running late, so I did, and sure enough, Harper Woods activated. But for today, it was almost the opposite, but luckily I was able to get them all on film on time. And how about you?
What was that?
Never mind, you didn't hear me.
No, you can ask me.
Were you able to get the siren on? Were you able to get all your cameras filmed on time? Yeah, because it was a little unexpected. I didn't know it was going to activate right away. I was like,
I didn't either.
Mom and Dad were they were walking. They were all the way down there, and they had to walk all the way back. I had just got my camera on, or my phone on the tripod, and there it went.
I didn't get a chance to get my phone out, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. But
Yeah, this.
But also, in this secondary shot right here, I was basically walking in a very small, slow motion, trying to go and match with the speed of the shadow on the ground. So because of that, I kind of felt that was kind of cool. But yeah, I had a great day today.
YouTube downgrading your video this time.
Yeah, well that's not gonna happen anymore because things have changed since then. But yeah, you could have made.
And there's no trees.
Nope. But even if there were, it wouldn't matter because my video camera quality just stays pretty much the same. But yeah, it's this is
Pretty open.
yeah, nice place, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Lots of changes here. It is. Nice day today too, nice and sunny outside.
John, The William L. or William T. Johnston Park.
William T. Johnson Park?
That's what it
Yep.
says on the sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I call this Veterans Memorial Park, but it's actually called Johnson Park.
Johnston Park.
Johnson, yeah, William Johnson. Yeah, it's gonna take me. I gotta get used to saying
William T. Johnston Park.
Yeah,
'Cause the actual playground's down there, and you got the tennis court over there. And then
Yeah.
the basketball court over there. And then
Yeah.
this nice open field right over here.
The part that made it Veterans Memorial, like that, like once again, is right where the flags are. It's right there by the basketball court. It's that
The former parking lot.
yeah, because that parking lot is now a basketball court. So I had to park over there. Which was okay because it's right by Harper Woods High School. Because Harper Woods High School is out that way, and that's the whole school. And there's like another
It's a
school.
Nice looking school too.
Yeah, it does. This is actually a nice area.
Yeah.
This would be a nice place to visit. But yeah, it's
I mean, I visit here every week
Yeah,
on my
I
bike.
yeah. I mean, I can't blame you because this is a pretty nice place.
I mean, not just for the Siren, of course.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
mean-
have bike trails, but I like to, cycle around here. It's really nice. It's usually flooded here.
Yeah.
Usually on Sundays. And Salter Park, it's so filled up. Jeez, the people there are amazing.
No, it's been a while.
It's nice to feel loved by strangers.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, I remember. I won't be able to go. I'm not going to go to Salter Park in November of this year. So sorry to be such a disappointment, folks. But
Well, it's just another 130.
yeah, but I wanted to be here because James was claiming that this 130 right here is the loudest 2001 you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Just in your opinion.
Just in my experience, yeah.
It is very loud.
It was, and I will admit, it did pack a punch. Now, was it the loudest 2001 I've ever experienced? Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of hard to tell, but it still was pretty strong regardless. So yeah, even when the horn was facing away, it still felt pretty insanely loud. But again, it's just a 2001. I mean, it's not really any special or different than any other 2001.
This is the only one 2001 I'd agree being actually 130 decibels.
Yeah, I mean,
That I would actually consider being like the advertisement
yeah,
loud to my ears.
yeah. But I guess like when
I haven't heard this siren in 3 years, so it's been a while. So things have changed since then.
Yeah.
Obviously, Siren Con being a main factor.
yeah, but another thing is because I'm getting older and because I've heard more and more sirens, it just seems like it's not really.
I get much older than her.
Yeah, well, I've heard dozens of sirens. I could say
You've heard tons at this
hundreds
point.
of them.
Yeah.
I can't even count how many of them, all kinds from different cities and
Different generations.
Yeah, all generations, and of course all the amazing sirens at Siren Con. I'm also happy to hear that you're bringing your whale in again.
Yeah, that's my plan. Because
He's not bringing Ben 612. Let's just say that.
yeah, so forget the 612, okay? Somebody else can bring the 612, all right?
612 is going to be with you at your house.
Yeah, well, I've already described it on video too,
Yes, I
so
heard that.
if anybody misses that, that's their problem. But as I was saying, what else do I want to add here? Is anything else you two want to add or no?
I can add a little bit to what because we're here. This sort of about you and me here.
Yeah.
Let's see. 17 years ago, I was still a little critter back then. I was still also climbing on the desk chair and falling down. But I was, for some reason, I didn't have the mind to speak, but I had the mind to listen. And I still remember all those years ago, hearing the Thunderbolt that sat here and the one that was down that street, which is the service drive.
Yeah.
And, I didn't hear them all the time because my house was further away, but my grandmother's house happens to be 2 miles away from here, so whenever I was at her house, I'd hear them the most often, which wasn't often, but most often enough because I was only able to experience the Thunderbolts for only a few years before they unfortunately got
130. Yeah, because you can see this where my camera's at. That's the crater for where the Thunderbolt used to be, and yeah, just because what kind of bug is that, anyways? Just
I have no idea. It's a bug. I'm wearing flip flops. Hope they don't get me.
I don't know. Forget it.
You refreshed my memory about it a few months after we met. About where
Yeah.
you gave me some information about the history of Sparks Thunderbolt.
I actually found it with you the first time we went.
That's what I was talking about. That was the first time I ever filmed at 130.
Yeah.
This 130 was actually lower pitched at the time. It's higher pitched now.
Yeah, I've noticed
Huh.
a difference. It was lower pitched that time.
Oh wow.
First,
Yeah, it's crazy because sometimes like 2001s, I guess it just depends. Like sometimes they're higher pitch, sometimes they're a little bit lower pitch, and I don't know why they do that. It's really weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I know when I was filming the 2001 on Livonia last month, I noticed it sounded a little bit higher pitched than the last time someone filmed it a couple years beforehand. Because
Check my audio real quick.
a couple years beforehand, it was lower. It was really low pitch, kind of almost like a slightly underpowered 3-phase RSH-10 almost. Okay, almost that pitch or something like that. But when I filmed it last month, it definitely sounded more like how a typical second generation SRN would normally sound. But oh, the bug's gone. No. I hope YouTube doesn't consider this a copyright issue, because it's not my fault. But
I was at the Thunderbolt when it was here about maybe 3-4 times. It was the last time I remember when I came right before it was removed. It wasn't at a test, but just came to the park for a visit and a walk around and saw that, and then I saw, well, there's a new Siren here. I guess it's up for replacement, and kind of made me sad a bit. I think about the memories, but
what was that all about? Anyway, yep. But, yeah.
I'm glad that you have recordings of it, because unfortunately the few recordings I made, the phone wasn't so good and they sunk in.
Yeah. Another thing I also wanted to add, geez, you're having too much fun. Ex-YouTube user EL1998P71.
Eric Laskowski. Mike Wazowski. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, it's Eric.
Yeah, I know, but okay, whatever. But the point is, when he was filming the Thunderbolt that was here, this was before I filmed it. What I should say, and actually I did some research, and actually I replayed his old video, and I've heard some sirens being heard in the background, and it's apparent that what we were able to pick up on his video was that in Detroit, there's a Thunderbolt siren on top of a school that's called Burbank. It's an abandoned elementary school, and the Thunderbolt that's on top of there is still there, but it's fallen over, meaning that it's laying on its side now.
The blower is like a top half is like exposed.
Yeah, that's if you can see it from street level, but we have drone photos, and I also have it saved on my Detroit siren map, showing when somebody took some drone shots that the siren fell over.
Sweetman.
Yeah, and then we that Thunderbolt actually has a 6M blower. But here's the thing, though. The interesting part is it appears that it's a 4.5 port, because we went through some. I actually kind of went through some of Eric's videos, and it kind of almost seems like there is. But yeah, that's about the other thing I want to describe. So.
Wired, from what I hear.
What?
It sounds reverse wired.
It did sound like reverse wired, because the wind-up sounded almost like Madison Heights, practically. Yeah. I now I was able to see what you mean.
When you listen like back and forth, like Kalamazoo's Thunderbolt, and then look through.
Yeah, I noticed. Here. Yeah, I noticed that too. So yeah, that's exact. I thought my mind was playing tricks on me, but apparently not, because I kept replaying it. And I was like, no, I'm hearing the same thing. So it definitely was caught on video. actually 2 of his different siren videos. He filmed this one and Salter Park. The service drive one doesn't count because that one's different. But
just in the middle of the.
It's right next to a freeway too, so it's like, you know, you're not gonna really get much of a good ambience there. But Salter Park and Johnson Park right here, bit of a different story. But yeah, this is probably the best place to get an ambience. Okay. Oh, look at that. James is trying to look like a stud muffin.
Oh, thank you, James. I like cats too, just like you do. A few of them.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's about all I want to say here. Uh-oh. Get him. Get him! Ah! I don't know, I guess, yeah, maybe. Oh, Jesus.
I'm getting fat.
Yeah, what do you think of this? Oh. Yeah, we're fatties, but.
Yep, we're Michiganders and we're big fatties.
Yeah.
Fat ass. Saying a bunch of shit.
For West Shore Services, folks, I'm gonna try to do that maybe in October. I haven't exactly set a planned date yet.
Tired.
And yeah, it's just I know many of you want me to get a tour of the West Shore Service yard, and I promise I will do that. I am determined to do that this year, but I just don't want to do it. Usually I would do it this month, but I want to try something. I want to try it when things are like cool, when the weather's cooler, but also at the same time I kind of wanted to do it more during winter time. But I was kind of encouraged to do it sometime before December in case there's a lot of snow around. It's like, maybe you're right, because, you know, you never know, but things are... But yeah, later on this year I plan to do a video of the yard, so I ask, you know, just for your patience on that. And for next month, I think I might go back to Midland.
And I'll be in Melvindale.
Yeah, that's right, because...
I'll be at Justice Park, because I never...
Oh, yeah.
130 yet. He did.
Yeah.
I made a mistake by not even going to the 2750, but that's water under the bridge. But.
Yeah, because actually the thing I also forgot...
He might actually see it at West Shore.
Maybe I passed it at West Shore and didn't know which one it was. I've asked about.
I never would have known. I never would know which one is the Getz Park one.
They
It's
said,
just
well,
what.
there's a lot of them out in the yard. They weren't sure. Mike wasn't sure what to tell me which was which. The only one that I knew of for sure was the East Point and Waxana Park modulator. That was the only one I recognized immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
But I was gonna say, because the dates are repeating the same year as they were in 2008.
And next year, 2009.
Yeah, but the thing is, in September of 2008, many of you are wondering, why didn't I film a siren that month? I'll tell you why. Because I was at a family reunion. It was something I had to go to.
I don't think it was anything anyone was wondering, but go ahead.
But the point is that in order to kind of make up for that month, I decided that sometime in later August of 2008, I went to Melvindale to kind of try to fill in for September. And because actually for September of 2008, that was my original plan, to go to Grosse Pointe Woods. Instead, I had to go in October, and I'm kind of glad that I did, because I think in October it was a better choice, because to this day I like to say,
Prettier.
yeah, it definitely was, and I was facing to the north, and I gave me time to be able to get permission to go inside.
Pretty again this year.
Yeah, although it's going to be a bit different this year for October, but we're still kind of aiming there. But mine's going to be a little bit different. So, but
I'll still be in the Grosse Pointe communities, but you won't know where.
Yeah. But aside from that, though, I think that's all I need to describe.
Subscribe to my channel.
Oh dear.
I'm joking.
Well, but that's your choice. Whether you want to or not, that's up to you. But thank you all for watching.